Hello, gorgeous soul. Just before I take you to your 2021 astrology, I thought I'd introduce you to a new member of the family, Sir Barnabas Bear, who is one of the great things of 2020 to come along. I mean, Kiki, yeah, I don't know if she's so keen, but yeah. So we got two babies now. Anyway, here's your 2021 astrology. Yeah, baby, it's no longer 2020. And on top of that, we have some serious, magical, extraordinary energy coming in. Of course, no doubt you've heard about the grand conjunction on the 21st of December. Well, that energy is affecting all of us. It's a time of liberation. It's a time of transformation. We have Saturn in Aquarius in an air sign for the first time in a long, long time. And Saturn is saying, freedom, but with responsibility. Do the work and I'll give you a reward. We are all responsible for what happens to the world now. And Jupiter goes, if you do the work, I'm going to give you a massive reward. It has far-reaching consequences. The only kind of, well, the quite intense, challenging aspect is Saturn square Uranus this year, which is probably cause a lot of chaos at the beginning of the year from February, and will also cause a lot of financial and structural changes in the world and a power struggle as the old world order is breaking down and we're moving into a brand new world which hopefully will be more equal, egalitarian, and about freedom for all of us. It's amazing. So I'm going to walk you through some of the incredible highlights for you in 2021, and I'm not doing it in vision. I thought, as you know, we haven't traveled for a while, I thought I would deliver it to you with the wonderful visuals from my wonderful wife Kathy. It was the best thing to happen to me in 2020, getting married to my Kathy. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Powerful stuff. Get ready for opportunity. Here's your yearly astrology. Hey Gemini, welcome to an extraordinary year. And for you, it is all about opening up, widening your horizons, travel, learning, adventure, and expressing your unique soul. It should be quite an upbeat and year of feeling fulfilled in doing things differently and excitement in general. And that's because, of course, you've heard about the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction, which happened on the 21st of December, which is bringing in a massive change, not only to us individually, but to the whole wide world. It is extremely important and it hits you in the adventure zone. So that's what you're learning. That's what you've got to commit to. And that's where your kind of opportunities lay. So let's kick off. Around January the 8th, Mercury is entering your adventure zone. Also, Mercury on the 11th is joining forces with Jupiter in your adventure zone. And then on the 29th, the Sun and Jupiter connect. So that is a lot going on right as we step into 2021. So right from the get-go, you're like, right, you know, I felt very held up in 2020, and now I want to reach out. I mean, even if we're still technically restricted, your mind is reaching out, learning, studying, plotting and planning the adventures to come. And adventure is going to come and find you. Even if you decide, no, Michelle, I don't want adventure, trust me, it's coming. And opportunities for you to grow, like, you know, a major growth spurt and a major opportunity to evolve your soul this year. So, and you're confident about doing it. In fact, you know, the only thing you need to worry about is you might be a little bit of a truth monster. You are speaking your truth and no one can stop you. And actually you're having all sorts of interesting and unusual ideas. Be a bit careful of the old truth monster when Mercury goes retrograde on January the 31st, because you may feel that people are trying to restrict you or misunderstanding you around that time. We have the new moon in Aquarius, which is almost like this a new beginning with this energy, and perhaps you'll feel that's the tipping point when you're going through changes. You're going to meet some interesting people this year as well. They may be from other lands, they may be just exceptionally unusual people, but that's what you're going to thrive on. You do not want conformity. You don't want the same old. You want to taste, see and experience things that are unusual, and that may even tip into your love life. Whether you're in a relationship, I happen to be married to a Gemini, so let's hope it's not another relationship in that case. But even in your own relationships, you want to travel with your partner, or you want to explore with your partner, and you want to shake things up. There is the potential, if you're single, to meet someone completely different to you that you find very exciting. With Mercury and Venus conjunct on February the 13th, although Mercury is retrograde, and also Mercury and Jupiter conjunct, there is a storm of possibility around Valentine's Day. But be careful for misunderstandings, because Mercury is retrograde. Now, Mercury is going direct still in your adventure zone. So basically, everything is all about exploration for the first 2 months of the year. Mars is entering your sign, firing up your passion for life around March the 4th. And that energizes you to get things done. You are courageous, you are impulsive, and you are fiery and strong in March. And you're fearlessly doing things that potentially you would have been more cautious about before. Perhaps in 2020 you felt you had a lot of time to think, and it made you realise you want to explore and experience things in a new way. But certainly the universe, the cosmos, is offering you those opportunities. Even if it doesn't involve literal travel, it will be to do with studying and learning and experience things in your mind that you never knew existed. Mars is trine Jupiter on April the 17th. That's also a great day for you to push forward your ideas and gallop towards where you want to go. There's some unexpected situations in April, and let's not forget, okay, the only downside of this year, really, the big challenging problem of this year is that that Saturn is squaring Jupiter at certain points, and historically that's created a lot of financial mayhem in the world and unpredictable experiences, but also wonderful innovations and technology advances which interest you. But the outside world may be stormy because we're going through a transformation. Humanity is changing. We're moving towards a more equal society. We're changing our priorities, and obviously, a lot of people don't want that to happen. So there is a sort of rebellious flavour to this year, which could cause some external instability in the outside world. But for you personally, you're ready for anything this year, and you have much more energy than last year. And I think, the best advice I can give you is that if there is any turbulence for you this year, or unexpected things occur, particularly in April, use your intuition, use your inner soul compass to lead your way, to navigate through things. Don't just use your mind, use your inner wisdom and your inner guide. Now, Mercury enters your sign around May the 4th, 2021, and that's a brilliant time for you because you've got the gift of the gab. Your words are like honey. Other people are drawn to what you've got to say, to your ideas, and it's exciting for you. You enjoy it because you feel very much in the flow when that happens. And then on the 9th, Venus goes into your sign. Venus, the planet of love and the planet of abundance, is bringing in opportunities, but also, hopefully, making life a lot easier. Making life easier for you to explore relationships, to explore your relationship to yourself, to actually take charge when it comes to abundance. You're a magnet for love and abundance around that time. Now, Jupiter is shifting signs and going into Pisces on May the 13th. And for you, that's all about your career. And that is the time when things could take off for you when it comes to your career and your reputation and your sort of the solidness of you in the world, and who you want to be seen as and who the core of you is. So lots of opportunities from May onwards, or up until the end of July, and also from late December, of you opening up to wider opportunities around your career. Now, of course, the sun enters Gemini at the end of May, and that's when you're at your most confident. And then, I mean, this is the other big thing of this year. You know, there is quite a lot of intensity for the eclipses. The full supermoon total lunar eclipse in your opposite sign of Sagittarius is bringing about a peak experience and potential change in your relationships. Hopefully the change is just you're moving on to the next level of love, or partnerships or friendships, whichever one it is for you. But it also, something is being revealed to you about your intimate relationships, friendships and partnerships. It could be an adjustment you need to make in your belief system about your relationships. It could be you're seeing something connected to one of those relationships, which is very powerful. But it's certainly, that's quite an emotional time for you, the end of May. And also then Mercury goes retrograde again at the end of May, and it can be confusing for you to sort your mind out around the 30th of May. Then there is the new moon annual solar eclipse. So this solar eclipse is, not only are you getting a new start, not only is it your it is not it's not the new moon in Gemini. No, it isn't, because it cannot. Yes, it is. What am I talking about? Yes, I'm going crazy. Yeah, in June, it is the new moon annual solar eclipse. So it's not only is it a new moon and your astrological new year, it is also an eclipse. So you're going to have a massive revelation about where you need to be headed, where you need to go, and it's time to be honest with yourself. If you've been hiding something from yourself, or anyone's been hiding something from you, expect that to come forward. Jupiter then re-enters Aquarius and your adventure zone on July the 28th. And you're galloping towards change and excitement and optimism. Generally, I think you're going to feel great this year anyway. In August, you're thinking about your kind of home and family. You may be making changes around your home and family in August. And Venus is going into your partnership zones on October the 7th. So you're like, hello, I want to pour love onto all my intimate relationships, friendships and business partnerships. And that's a lucky time for you in those ways. What else is going on? Mercury is trine Jupiter on November the 1st. That's a really optimistic and upbeat time for you. And then in November, it's the best time of the year for your intimate relationships, partnerships and friendships, with the sun entering that zone, as does Mercury on November the 24th. And the sun and Mercury come together in that zone on the 29th. So your love life is super boosted, your partnerships are super boosted, and you are seeking harmony in those areas. And if something needs to change in those areas, it's likely to happen around December the 4th. With the new supermoon in your relationship zone. Then it's a clean slate and a brand new start. So if anything hasn't been working out, you can clear it up then. If you want to release the past, I mean, that doesn't actually necessarily mean you want to leave a relationship. You might want to stay in a relationship, but sometimes we need to go through an audit of our personal relationships and let go of things. You know, you can't be hanging on to an argument, you know, from 2003. If for relationships to blossom and grow, sometimes there has to be forgiveness and letting go. The full moon in Gemini on December the 19th is a peak experience for you. It's a peak emotional experience. It's the day where you have absolute psychic revelations and there's mystery and magic in the air. Jupiter re-enters Pisces on December the 29th, and then it's all about career for you, stretching yourself and making it in whatever way you want to. Let's say you're retired, for instance. It's whatever you consider important and that you're putting the work into. And if you are interested in your career, woohoo, great opportunities are coming your way. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
MichelleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who, they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2 or 3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.